It's cooler than a polar bear's toenails. We're live in Vail and Beaver Creek today. Bluebird Day on the way. It's Sunday, January 30th, and Vail Valley Live starts now.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Vail Valley Live. My name is Ty Diaz, starting the morning off in the single digits. How are you feeling this morning? Wrapping up the month of January in the sun. That's what we're going to find, and we thank you very much for tuning in with us. Here's what's happening on today's show. Sarah, Innerarity, she is live at Vail Village. Cooler than a bluebird's toenails, is that what she said?
Yeah.
Reminds me something out of this TV show called Letterkenny. Need to find out where Sarah's from. She's new on the show. We'll be getting to know her this morning. Cameron live from Beaver Creek this morning as well, giving us some details about where to go shopping, some dining, where to catch a show in Beaver Creek. We're going to share with you some deals that can be found at the outlets of Silverthorne, checking in with Knapp Harvest down in Eagle, letting you know some places to shop locally and farm fresh. Tricia Swenson will be making cauliflower toast, letting you know what made headlines, weather, and so much more. Let's start with the weather right now. And as Sarah shared with you outside, cooler than toenails on a bird. I'm just reiterating. That's how the game of telephone works. We have Rachel driving the show this morning. And Rachel, you're familiar with the game of telephone, aren't you?
Yeah, like when you whisper in people's ears and stuff.
You say something, and then by the time the message gets kind of funneled through to others, the content completely changed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just kind of did that spin on Sarah's report of the weather, giving you another look at it, though. And sunrise this morning, 7:13, sunset 5:22. Really cool for the start of the morning, just before 7, to kind of start to see a little bit of the terrain and not so dark out there anymore. We're moving closer to spring. We're looking at 49 days. And speaking of 49, we'll be in the 40s today, temperature-wise, in the sun. Starting the morning off in the single digits. Overnight low temperatures could be in fields of the single digits all over again. And clear skies tonight and keeping sunshine around this week, a few days in before the return of snow in our mountain and in our atmosphere. We're looking really excited to that. And we're finding that right there. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, increasing our chances for snow, especially by the time Wednesday gets here. This weather is brought to you by the outlets at Silverthorne. Elevated savings. A bunch of friends of myself, we've been talking about getting over to the outlets. Need to get a carpool together, do some shopping. I need to get over to J. Crew, Banana Republic. I wish Kenneth Cole was still over there. I need some shoes. How about yourself, Rachel?
Yeah, I could use some new shoes. I
Okay.
could always use new shoes.
The skate shop. You like that. What was
Oh,
it
I
called?
love
It's
it.
called Zoomy?
Zoomies.
Yeah.
I love Zoomies.
All right, let's zoom outside right now. We have both Sarah and Cameron, both one in Vail, the other in Beaver Creek. Let's start with the new kid on the block. Sarah, how are you this morning? Welcome to Vail Valley Live. Are you excited? Are you pumped up? What do you have for us? What's going on?
I'm pumped up, Ty. It's great to see you. I love the beachy vibe you're throwing out in the studio. It's keeping me warm out here.
What song was that? That was we listened to a pump up song before the show starts. That was what song was that anyway? By the name.
That was Beastie Boys, Sabotage, one of my old school favorites.
Right on, yeah, Sabotage. That is fun. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Sarah, so the viewers can kind of, identify and get in feels with the new faces on Vail Valley Live.
Absolutely. Thrilled to be helping out this morning. Exciting to see everyone. I've been in the Valley about 5 years, lived down Valley in Eagle, and get outside every chance I can, whether it's hiking, floating the river, or, of course, enjoying some turns on the winter days.
All right, very good. And that's one of the many things that we do with Vail Valley Live is kind of identify lifestyle. This is a lifestyle program, living here in Vail, up and down the valley. Summertime, wintertime, year-round, any turn of the season, rain or shine, getting out in the mix of nature, getting outside and just appreciating it and just taking in all of the beauty. So where you are at Vail, how are things looking around you? How's traffic looking? How's the weather and movement and workers?
Got a little extra noise here with the buses and the Zamboni, but excited to be here in the Solaris Plaza this morning. So many fun things coming up next month. The Winter Mountain Games will be here February 25th through 27th. All the music right here behind me at Solaris. Got some great bands lined up. Galactic's going to be playing, Moon Taxi, JoJo Herman. So a lot of fun music coming up. And of course, all the great sports. This is a really fun winter event. They've got skimo, the Fat Bike Challenge. So lots of fun coming up here in Vail in just a few weeks.
All right, a lot going on coming up as we're rolling into a brand new month, these next few weeks, and just days away until spring. Our wardrobe on the slopes might change from maybe solid colors and puffy, bundle up warm to something brighter and spring and some stees. We'll be checking in with Cameron. Do you want to do that right now or later on? Cameron, we're going to check in with Cameron right now in Beaver Creek, and you were kind of in the warm seat yesterday. So how was that for you?
What a change of scenery for me today. A change of probably, I don't know, 60 degrees in temperature variance between the studio and where I am here in Beaver Creek. If you look behind me, I don't know if our viewers might recognize this, but I'm on top of Beaver Creek itself right now.
Yeah.
And it is just barely gurgling. I'll see if I can tilt my camera down a smidge more. It's just barely gurgling there through some little holes. But you would be ill-advised to try to walk across it. The ice is not too thick there, but there are some, I think, some paw prints. So some pets or potentially wild animals that have braved the forging of Beaver Creek this morning.
We do have the wildlife out there. We see the footprints, and sometimes you can kind of smell them around you, especially in the evening time. If you're walking home from work, you're not alone when you're out there in nature. And so, yeah, we'll be checking back in with Cameron. But before we go, Cameron, what are you standing on Beaver Creek? Are you on the pavement or something frozen?
I'm on a paver here. I'm gonna do a little rotation.
Oh, you're on the bridge.
I'm on the little bridge that connects the village to Beaver Creek Lodge. We'll be going back in just a little bit to talk about some shopping, some gift ideas, and just good places to find the good deals here in Beaver Creek.
We thank you all very much for tuning in with us this morning on Outside Television, Channel 17, promoting your outdoor lifestyle. Checking back in with Sarah and Cameron here real shortly, but we're going to make headlines after this.
Start the new year out right with Knapp Harvest. Mushrooms have been named the top ingredient of the year by the New York Times, and we have them in all shapes and sizes. Honey continues to be a hot topic for health, so stock up with Knapp's nectars. Knapp Harvest, your indoor farmers market, open 7 days a week.
Treat your dog to delicious, nutritious dog food. Specialty items and high-quality gear for dogs who love to get outside and play. Do-it-yourself dog washing and grooming services now available. Mountain Canine, the dog-friendliest shop in the Vail Valley.
You deserve more from your steak. You deserve the only steak that's guaranteed to be perfect every single time. At Omaha Steaks, we're delivering old school quality with a now school mentality. That means aging every steak for tenderness, carefully hand carving, and obsessing over every last detail, so you never second guess a single bite. For a limited time, get the best quality at the best value during our 50% off sale. Visit omahasteaks.com today. You deserve this.
Welcome back to Vail Valley Live. We thank you very much for tuning in with us on Outside Television Channel 17, promoting your outdoor lifestyle, as well as our new YouTube channel where you can interact with us, kind of converse, say hello, let us know that you've made it, or share with us your arrival dates. We look forward to, just expounding on this relationship right here live on the show. We'll chat back with you. We'll see what's going on there. And that's the handle that you're looking for. That's the logo. Looks really good. But man, we got a high five to whoever created that. I like those colors right there. And special thanks to Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea for fueling our mornings. You can find their location. There's one in Beaver Creek, open quite early. Maybe Cameron will make his way over there. You can grab a little breakfast, some nosh, some hot cocoa. They have beer and everything over there too. You can pick up some gifts for people. I became a fan of their Moroccan green tea. No, the Moroccan mint tea. Very caffeinated one about a week ago. I was up there. So stop by Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea. Their larger location is in Minturn. That's the roastery where you can also enjoy their atmosphere and see what happens behind the scenes when it comes to roasting and packaging coffee for shipment and sending out to the gifts that you purchase to your family and friends. Here's what made headlines. Let's take a look at today's Vail Daily. Some of you are listening to us on Spotify and making your way towards the box. Yeah, the timing is good. Are we late? Here we go. I think we're on time, right around the time you do that walk with the dogs to the newspaper box. A Bluebird Saturday. The Gore Range towers over the new reunion lift in McCoy Park. on a Bluebird Saturday in Beaver Creek, and this view is just gorgeous out there. Man, I'm looking forward to getting out there and seeing these views itself. 250 acres at McCoy Park to enjoy. And while you're out there, even on those chairlift rides, instead of looking at your smart device, take a look at these views. And if you snap a photo with your smart device, share it with us here at Vail Valley Live. Second topic, Vail Mountain removes double black diamond run, the Narrows, from ski area maps amid a gradual removal of runs in the areas surrounding it. And this topic kind of covers how the new terrain, new chairlifts, they're redirecting traffic a little bit, and what that does actually is kind of help nature regain its coverage in those areas that became runs. And it's a new way to explore the mountain and also navigate traffic better on the mountain. And that topic can be found on A3 in today's Vail Daily. Third topic, local and regional, strange love, some unique animal mating rituals, as seen here. Male bowerbirds spend months collecting tiny twigs and fashion towers known as bowers to attract females. After building the main structure, bowerbirds use their keen eye to decorate their bower and flower petals, berries, stones, and glass. With flowers, petals, berries, stone, and glass. That's really cool to know. Good information to learn about in nature. Sports and outdoors, Schlepper qualifies for the 6th Olympic Games. Vail alpine skier will represent Mexico in Beijing. Sarah Schlepper, in this photo here, reacts to the finishing of the Women's U.S. Alpine Championship Giant Slalom Ski Race on Saturday, April 15th of last year in Aspen. And those are some of the topics that made headlines. I believe that was all of them. And Sarah, we're going to go to Sarah and pick up some more topics shortly, but let's take a look at your commute this morning.
Yeah, she's not quite ready yet.
She's not ready yet. So here's a look at the roads. You can find your Vail Daily newspaper in the blue boxes in your neighborhood, and if you're walking around the plazas of Beaver Creek and at Vail, you'll find those bundles in front of some businesses in their doors before they open. Maybe you want to snag one before the restaurant does. Here's what we'll find for your commute this morning. Sunday morning, usually we find that heavier traffic after a few early morning runs on the slopes, making their way back towards the Front Range, and that will be the collection of upwards of 7 ski resorts kind of funneling into I-70 through the Dillon, Silverthorne area towards the Eisenhower Johnson Tunnel, back towards the Front Range in Georgetown. But looking at the cameras this morning, low traffic, shoulder median traffic you'll find in some areas of this commute, Vail Pass, over at Vail Dow Junction, Main Vail. So plan accordingly before you head on out there. Log on to cotrip.org. You can check the cameras and see how the roads are looking, your timing before your commute. Maybe stay a little bit longer until all that traffic takes off, and then you just kind of jump in there so you can enjoy the views without congestion. And that's a look at the roads right now. We're going to make our way now out to Sarah
Yeah, let's do it.
and see what's happening over at Vail. And Sarah, new on the show, but as far as like being one of the hosts of the show, but we've done some packaging and some coverage talking about things happening in Beaver Creek. But now we're having you share with us what's going on at Vail this morning.
That's right, Ty. So super fun to be on this morning. The village is just coming alive. People are heading out to get some coffee, and we just found out there are some really fun things. Opry, obviously, such a big part of ski culture, and Shakedown right behind me is doing the really fun thing every Sunday. So kick your Sunday fun day into high gear. They've got music from 4 to 8 each Sunday afternoon, and then another set from 9 to midnight. So get some turns in, grab a little Opry snack, and then head over to Shakedown, just one of the great Opry options here in Vail Village.
So the Shakedown Bar, that is at the top of Bridge Street, off to the left of the Red Lion. And you've been in the Valley for many years, I believe, right?
That's right, about 5 years. So enjoying, bouncing around between Vail, Beaver Creek, fun down Valley. So exactly, we've got the fountain right behind us, Bridge Street. And then Red Lion, of course, right around the corner has live music. So no shortage of options for keeping the day fun and keeping things going with Opry and right into nighttime. So yeah, I guess they're going to have music from 9 to midnight. And then, of course, lots of other options right here on Bridge Street as well.
And you've been to the Shakedown Bar before. How would you describe that atmosphere if you've been there so that people can kind of get the vibe and say, we've got to go there?
I would describe it as definitely a local scene. Certain places are more local, certain places are more for visitors. And, it's just a fun vibe. It's, down the steps right here and been around for a while, so a fun locals hangout for sure.
Bring your ID 21 and up to enjoy the Shakedown Bar, and most bars on Bridge Street, and especially around operating happy hour when you're trying to celebrate those bragging rights over a beer, you're going to want to have your ID with you as well. So don't forget that at home. And so looking around you, can you smell breakfast in the air? I know there's some places that serve not too far from where you are. Who's open?
That's right. Breakfast, coffee, definitely a day you want an extra cup of coffee. It's a little bit chilly out here, but like I said, Bluebird, once that sun comes over the mountain. And one of the great things about Vail is all these patios. So again, after you finish your turns, grab a chair, grab a snack, a beer, a hot chocolate, and so many great places to enjoy those last few rays of sun before it dips down the mountain and finish up your day.
All right, we thank you very much. And that is Sarah over at Vail, the top of Bridge Street. We're going to head over to Beaver Creek right now and check in with Cameron to see how things are shaping up where he is. And he had some ideas that he wanted to share with us, and some of them included shopping. Cameron, take her away.
That's right, Ty. We're here in Beaver Creek building, and I realize my camera might be a little glitchy, so I apologize if we need to come back to me. But I have hopped on the other side of the building from where I was at the start of the show, and I'm just in front of the Christie Sports gear rental and shop here. And one thing I want to talk about here is, if you've forgotten the right pair of socks, if you're bringing a pair of the Nike dry fit socks, cotton socks, that's not really going to cut it for you here. So what I recommend is stepping in here at Christie Sports and finding, and I'm going to do my best. I've got a pair of them on. I'm going to shift my camera down. See if I can get my leg up here. But I got a pair of these Smartwool Socks. Let's see over here. Woo! There it is. There it is. Some Smartwool Socks there. Anyway, thank you for indulging in that moment. But they're wool, they're really thin, and they're moisture wicking. So they'll keep the cold and the moisture out of your ski boots, out of your snowboard boots, and keep you on the trail longer. And Ty, we talked about this at the top of the show or right before the show, but there's a place here in the shopping center area that has some of the best deals. I'm going to get in front of the sign for us. So the best deals if you're looking for a little Beaver Creek swag, a little gift for the friends and family back home to tell them how much fun you had. And that would be Charlie's Resort Wear. And they have, just over my right shoulder, inside the shoulder, there's a small little shop there. It's got all the gifts and trinkets. And I actually have another show and tell here. Let's see if I can adjust my camera again. I have from their Vail, or from one of the Vail locations, gonna have there it is. Gotta get the swag. You gotta rock it. Gotta show people you've been here. But they also have, all sorts of coffee cups and mugs and other trinkets. And during the day, back where we started the show, on the Beaver Creek side, they'll put out a coat rack that has some even heavier duty stuff. If you want some coats and jackets and stuff, they also have that available. But yeah, two really great options. They're right here as you step off of the bus if you're coming up from the parking lots. So you can get some extra gear. You forgot your goggles. You want to get a pair of goggle socks that cover your goggles, keep them getting scratched up while you're enjoying your opera. Or just a little gift and trinket here at Charlie's Resort Wear.
Did you say goggle socks?
Goggle socks. They're so, I didn't know about them until this season. And yeah, they it's like the goggles come in a drawstring bag.
Yeah.
But these, they are have a little elastic. They go over the goggles, so you don't have to take them off your helmet during the middle of the day and risk losing them.
All right, so thank you very much, Cameron. We're doing a little bit of shopping by the attire that Cameron's wearing, anywhere from Smartwool Socks to Vail T-shirts, and you can discover Charlie's T-shirts, Vail and Lion's Head area, Beaver Creek as well, as we're sharing with you. And yeah, it's kind of cool living in the valley for as long as I have, but still learning this area from someone else's point of view. We'll be checking back in to discover those point of views from both Sarah and Cameron when we come back.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. Experience it for yourself this winter. Get your lift tickets today.
Get more information at VailYetiHockey.com. Go Yeti!
Vail Valley Live outerwear provided by Skea Limited.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Betteridge. Fine jewelry and watches with exceptional service since 1897, located in Solaris.
You are watching Vail Valley Live, and we thank you very much for watching us on Outside Television Channel 17, as well as finding us on YouTube, Vail Valley Live. There you can interact with us and maybe learn from Cameron through interacting, asking him to do a little shopping for you, some window shopping, and we'll get that message over to him, and he'll communicate back to you what he has found. So here's what we're going to do right now, give you a look at the weather, and we're finding sunshine to be in the forecast for today. High temperatures in the lower 40s in areas of the valley. Take a look at that right there. What do you think of that? We're talking putting on some nice glasses, kind of protecting your eyes from the sun. If you're on the slopes, goggles for a day like today, and some mirrored lens kind of an idea would be a good way to go to protect your eyes from picking up snow blindness out there on the slopes. Photokeratitis is a phrase. I'm just going to throw that out there. You guys can enjoy talking about that throughout the season. Photokeratitis, snow blindness. But also bundling up for the start of the morning like both Sarah and Cameron are doing, but as it warms up, those layers could come off. So you might want to discover locker locations on Vail and Beaver Creek area, either on mountain or at the base, and remembering where you left your belongings at the end of the day. Overnight low temperatures will be in the single digits and clear skies, keeping sunshine around tomorrow, Monday, the last day of the month of January. Can you believe it? We're already there. This month, in my opinion, kind of flew by. How do you feel about that, Rachel?
Yeah, definitely cannot believe we're already a whole month into 2022.
It's pretty wild, pretty
Mind-blowing.
wild.
Yes.
And as we roll into February, that would be Tuesday, the first day of Black History Month, and we're going to find sunshine continuing to be with us then. Temperatures similarly as today and tomorrow. Then we roll into Wednesday, Thursday, clouds roll back in, a dip in temperature, and our increased chance for snow. And that's a look at your weather for right now. But as we look at getting outside and doing things, coming up in the month of February, of many things, is the return of the locals race. Are you up to the challenge? We're talking about the Talent Challenge presented by Helly Hansen. And this one is a huge competition. It returns to Beaver Creek. 14 black diamonds and double diamond runs totaling over 26,000 vertical feet. A very early morning start. Some people do this twice in a single day. At the end of the day, you go to a location where they celebrate your accomplishments. You win your hot cocoa and get your name on the board. You can register for this event. You can do it on skis and boards. You can get registered for this. It's called the Talent Challenge. You're going to get your lanyard, your credentials. Yeah, this is definitely some bragging rights. People return every year, even just for this competition. I will let you know I've never done it. I'm not sure about you, Rachel, if you ever done the Talent Challenge. No. I've been in vicinity of when that happens on Beaver Creek Mountain, but someone that knows about Talent Challenge quite well, and it's Sarah. She's careered at Beaver Creek. And Sarah, Talent Challenge, have you yourself done it? Other than directing everyone to sign up for it, have you done Talent Challenge yourself?
I have not done the challenge, Ty. You know, I love skiing. I'm not really a bumps girl. The moguls still intimidate me a little bit. So I love watching them go up and tackle it. But I like some nice tree runs, some nice groomers. Rose Bowl is probably my favorite over at Beaver Creek. One of these days, I'm going to get up for the challenge, but it's a tough one. 14 double blacks and blacks, and yeah, definitely a lot of respect for people that make that one happen.
Okay, but I think you and I can get out there and do some runs together ourselves, because I'm a tree run person. I like the good powder days. I enjoy getting out into Rose Bowl, blue greens, and just kind of catching up with friends. But it is certainly taxing and challenging. Talent Challenge on Beaver Creek Mountain. And for those caring to learn more, tune in with us every day also, for that detail as we move closer to those dates. But log on to beavercreek.com/talents to get registered. But in Beaver Creek, in Vail where you are, there's art all over the place. A nice tour, I'm sure, is available.
That's right, Ty. So we're right here along Gore Creek. So we've got 15th annual, hard to believe it's been 15 years of Winterfest. They bring in 25,000 pounds of ice. So we've got one of the sculptures right behind me here. Such a nice, beautiful, just way to enjoy if you're, taking a little break from skiing, maybe pick up a cup of coffee, ice sculptures all around Gore Creek. And then they've got the art walk every Wednesday. There's a beautiful mural that's new over by the transit center. So lots of fun with art in public places and just another way to enjoy Vail.
Getting out over at Vail and just strolling around. You never know what you might happen across. And behind you, this sculpture, what does it look like it is? It's kind of swirling. It looks like cursive. What is it, a roller coaster? What's going on there?
I was just trying to figure that out. It's a little bit abstract. Some nice, I don't know if it's supposed to be some water or, I love it though. It's just a nice flow, kind of reminiscent of the river on the summer days. So definitely a fun photo op, Instagrammable. So bring the kids or the dogs down here and your friends and pose it up in front of the ice sculptures.
What's really cool about art is that it is left to the eye of the beholder what it is that we're seeing. So just looking behind you, I see what could be mountains. And then because we do have the Glenwood Springs Adventure Park with roller coasters there, maybe that's kind of a incorporation into that scenery, roller coasters in the mountains. I don't know. It's left up to anyone to just decide, and we're not going to be wrong.
Absolutely. Or it could be some rollers on the hill, going over some bumps. It could be those moguls that we're not quite ready for this morning. So definitely open for interpretation. But, as the sun's coming up behind us, brightening up the sky, a really nice place to stroll and enjoy your day.
Yes, it looks fantastic and fun out there. We thank you very much. Discovering art over at Vail. Just stroll around and just kind of appreciate what you see. And again, it's just a beautiful place, a magical place to be. And I like what Sarah's wearing right now. Bright colored beanies, multicolored scarf, some really nice layers just to be bundled up out there. And Cameron was showcasing some of his wardrobe as well. Vail t-shirts, the Smartwool Socks. But I was digging the boots, Cameron. Where are those boots from? What's the story with those?
So these are actually probably not what you would consider a proper winter boot, but they're from the On Cloud, On Running companies. That Swiss company is super lightweight hiking boots. They've got that really distinctive square treads, and they're so comfortable. Oh my goodness, they're a little bit pricey, but for me, it got me out up on the trails this summer and keeping me comfortable and moving throughout Beaver Creek Village. So we're on the move in them today.
When you're in Beaver Creek, you're going to find large-scale alt sculptures, installations everywhere, right there where you are. Wonder, I believe, is the theme there. And I love those frosty trees back there. And so what's your topic for your location right now?
Absolutely. So I've relocated now. I've come further into the village, and just over my right shoulder, you can see the Vail Performing Arts Center's logo that takes you down the escalator to the entrance of the theater. So for our viewers that might not be familiar, behind me, the ice rink is directly above a beautiful 530-seat theater called the Vail Performing Arts Center. And they had a show last night. It was phenomenal. They had a dance company in. I was there. The crowd just went crazy for them. And their next show is Monday. So tomorrow night, January 31st, at 7 p.m., they're bringing the Cleveland Baroque Symphony. The name of the group is called Apollo's Fire, or the program they're performing is called Apollo's Fire. And they're doing a few works from both Bach and Vivaldi. So if you're a fan of chamber music, classical music, they're doing their interpretation or some twist on Vivaldi's Four Seasons in their program, exploring those two composers. So that's happening tomorrow night. And what I think is really neat and cool that they're doing is they've got a couple of deals to make it more accessible and just a full evening here in the village. So you get your tickets. There's still tickets available. They've even got student ticket pricing, which I think is phenomenal. But you get your ticket and you can park in the Villa Montaigne parking lot, which is just down these escalators and just across from the theater. So you're steps away from the stage door, if you will. You can park there for free with your ticket stub.
Oh, wow.
And you'll just show that when you exit and get you out for free. And also, which is, I think, an even better deal, is way, way, way in the back. I'm going to point out, I think you can see it all the way across the ice rink are two restaurants that are doing a theater dinner deal. So for $25 per person, you can get an entree and either a glass of house wine or a draft beer right before the show or right after, depending on what time you have, where where that fits in your schedule. But there's two options there. It's the Dusty Boot and the Met Kitchen, both phenomenal restaurants. And you can really make an entire evening here in Beaver Creek. You can catch these frost flowers when they're fully illuminated at dusk. Enjoy the show, have a meal, have a bite, free parking. I mean, it's the whole shebang.
It is the whole shebang and some great options to choose from over there at Beaver Creek. And as Cameron was sharing with you, great shows can be found at the Valar Performing Arts Center in Beaver Creek as well tonight, and also rolling into February. A very busy lineup just to kick off a brand new month. And you can pick up tickets and also check on show lineups by visiting valarpac.org. But be sure to stop by the Dusty Boot and the Met no matter what, and just kind of check out what's going on with their menu. Now, as you can see, people making their traffic and movement around the plaza at Vail as well as at Beaver Creek, and they're all bundled up, and you might need a few things too, not just for yourself, but maybe for someone else. But at a savings, let's go over to the Alice of Silverthorne with Tricia Swenson and discover Columbia.
If you love the outdoors, you're going to love what you're going to find at the Columbia Outlet at the Outlet at Silverthorne. Joining me now, we have Peggy Zieglin, and this is such a great store for our active outdoor lifestyle, and you can get all the things you need at a discount.
Oh my gosh, yes. And I love Columbia. And like these fabulous fleece jackets, they are so comfy.
You can never have too many.
Absolutely. And I can't go anywhere without my blush pink, right?
I know.
And you have that beautiful, I call it
kind
more
of a salmon color.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. $24.99, big deal right now at the Columbia
From
Outlet.
$39.
Hello,
So
practically free. Yep, there we go. So if that weren't enough, don't forget you have your savings card, which includes Columbia. That's 10% off $75 or more, which you can pick up at the Colorado Welcome Center right there. So you saw this on our Vail Daily Live, and you get one.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. And we're going to take a look at our models now to let you see some of the other looks that you can find at Columbia. And I love how they have a lot more than fleece. So what do we have with Rachel?
Well, first we have Rachel. Rachel has on one of my favorites. She's got on a long 3/4 length puffer. I'm going to call it a tunic. It is all lined as well with that warm info lining, which is fabulous. She also has her hoodie on, which is great. It looks so cute coming out of that. And then she has her black tights. And if that were not enough, they have Sorels. Yes, Sorels she's got her black boots on, which is amazing because they're less than half off. Her whole outfit would be $157 here at the outlets at Columbia, but it would have been $325. She's going to save $167.
All right, I love
Yay,
saving.
Rachel.
Okay, now Grace.
Okay.
I love the color on this. The orange is awesome.
I love it. This is the coolest. It's a printed puffer jacket. She also has on her tee, which actually matches the print with the Columbia. I love it. She has her 3/4 thermal underneath that, and then she's got her fabulous sweatpant, track pant. Love them. And the Sorel Heather boots. Amazing. $490 retail, comes to $195 outlet. She's going to save $294.
Okay.
Love it.
And then for the youngsters, we've got Josiah.
Oh, Josiah is rocking it. He is ready for the mountain. Oh, yeah. So he's got his bib overalls, his blue moose tee on. It's actually got a moose on it, Trish. His fleece animal print jacket, his Sorel, yes, Sorel again, youth hiking shoes, which are really fun, his hat, and his whole outfit would be $251 retail, but his mother only paid $121.
She was happy about that.
Oh yeah, she's saving over half of that as well. Way to go, Josiah.
All right, and I like Sydney's look too.
Oh my gosh, yes. Sydney has on just a wonderful, it's a puffer, omni heat insulated faux fur black hoodie jacket. So I love that. I love the look on the back. You look great coming or going. She's got her plaid shirt. She has her 3/4 thermal on as well. And then she has her gray leggings and Sorel, gray flannel, and caramel amazing boots. $440 would be retail, comes to $191. She's saving $248.
Okay, Peggy's doing the math for you, but it all equals savings here at the Columbia Outlet at the outlets at Silverthorne.
Xterra, apparel for your active lifestyle. Visit xterraplanet.com today. Enter the promo code CHECK20 at checkout for an extra 20% off regularly priced merchandise.
Maui Jim Sunglasses were born on the beaches of Hawaii, designed to respond to the bright sun and harsh glare of the islands, all while enhancing the view. After 30 years, we're still independently owned, and the free-thinking Hawaiian spirit that first inspired us is still a part of everything we do. Our Polarized Plus 2 lenses not only protect eyes from harmful rays, they also make colors more vivid and contrast crisper. Try on a pair and see for yourself. The view's better from here.
Hi, we are the ski injury attorneys at Block and Chapleau. If another skier or snowboarder hits you from behind and injures you, you are entitled to monetary compensation. Remember, the downhill skier has the right of way. The uphill skier has to avoid skiers below.
You need to call an attorney to protect your rights. It's important to preserve the evidence immediately. If you've been injured on the slopes, call Block and Chapleau today at 970-926-1700. We've been helping injured skiers and snowboarders in Colorado for over 30 years. Block and Chapleau has offices in the Vail Valley, Frisco, and Denver to serve you.
Your case is our priority. Call us at 970-926-1700 or go to vailjustice.com.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Live Sotheby's International Realty, Colorado's leading real estate firm. Contact their Vail Valley broker professionals today to help you live the life you love.
Welcome back to Vail Valley Live. Single digits for the start of the morning. That's what we're finding in fields outside, but also temperature-wise too. And spending it in the sun for the morning. Sunrise this morning, 7:13. And we're going to spend it in the sun throughout the day. High temperatures in the lower 40s, you see right there. Clear skies tonight. We're looking for the single digits to return. But for today, in the sun, let's get after it, okay? 8:30, the lifts open over at Vail. As you can see, folks are already making their way towards the slopes. Eager, excited, ready for class lessons. And the month of January, skiers, snowboarders, safety. That is the theme that continues on, and it's about using common sense while out on the slopes, being aware, being smart, being considerate of one another, and also reviewing safety out on the slopes for those that are newly becoming introduced to being on the slopes on your ski and the boards. It is our responsibility to know the code, and as far as knowing the code while you're out there enjoying the sunshine and the warmer temperatures and the terrain, log on to snow.com or beavercreek.com, and you can click a link that brings you right over to the safety message leading you to that comprehension and that discussion throughout the day and every day that you're here with us. As we look at Vail Mountain today, 97% of the terrain that's open for you today. What a good place to be if you're starting your day out there. Plenty of terrain, plenty of chairlifts. The back bowls, they're available for you too. And the grooming report, you can find it at the crawl at the bottom of your TV screen. Eagles Nest Ridge, Swingsville, I love going over there. A nice green run. Ram's Horn, oh yeah, that's a nice blue-green mixed terrain over there. Avanti Lower, Spruce Face, Hunky Dory. Just reading those names out loud just makes you smile. I mean, where else do you find those names? Yeah, at the bottom of the screen, this crawl right here, and that's the grooming report at Vail. At the base of Vail Mountain, right by the chairlifts, you'll find the grooming report printed out for you, and you can read it there as well. And then you're off out there enjoying the day on the slopes. What we're going to do right now, that's look at your weather and your mountain report. Going over to Sarah. She's at Vail. And Sarah, look at that. You got the rental shops back there. The skis are out. We're ready to meet people and get them out on the slopes. What's your topic where you are, this location? Traffic?
That's right, Ty. We're here at the base of Vail Village. We've got Gorsuch Ski Cafe behind us. People are warming up with a little latte or a chai, and then people are starting to get in line for Gondola 1. It's going to be a beautiful day up here. We're going to go over here and check out the grooming report. Looks like a great day. The sun is just starting to peek over the mountain, and like you got some groomers. We've got cold conditions, but it's going to warm up and be absolutely gorgeous. Something really fun they're doing here on Sundays. So if you go to the tops of chair 4, 5, and 11, Buffalo Deck, everyone loves the patrol dogs. I know that's my favorite thing, is seeing the patrol dogs head up first thing in the morning with the patrollers. So on Sunday afternoon, you can dine with the dogs. So Henry, obviously the first patrol dog here in Vail, can see the younger patrol dogs training, and a fun way to enjoy a little snack or drink on the deck and watch these great dogs train and have some fun in the snow.
Yeah, I mean it's really cool to meet the dogs out there. They're so like docile and fun and playful, but they also have the skill set for being a patrol dog. Maybe you care to tell us a little bit about what a patrol dog is or does.
So these dogs are so special. They are paired with the patrollers. So basically the patrollers have them starting as puppies and train them and basically have to dig people out from an avalanche, how to respond to different emergencies that come up on the mountain. So it's so fun to watch them train with their patrollers, train with each other from the time they're puppies, riding up the lifts. And that's one of my favorite parts of the morning is watching them head up for a day of work. And it's so nice that now guests can head up to the Buffalo deck, again, see them train. Henry is such an institution here in Vail, and then we've got Cowgirl, Jack, a couple of the other younger pups that are training, so make sure to check that out every Sunday.
Yeah, they're really cute. I love seeing them, jump on the chairlifts in the morning when they're heading off to their location, or just jumping into the gondolas if that's where they're heading out, or even on the snowmobile. They're really cute and fun to watch, and the training, I'm sure, are extensive. We should do a package one day, just going behind the scenes of the patrol dog's life and see what's going on with them. So you see the crowds over there. How's it? I mean, does it seem like it's getting busy? The lift's open in like 17 minutes.
That's right. We're getting close to that opening bell. People are starting to get their gear, get ready for a beautiful day. It's the line is not bad right now. People are just starting. They're doing a little safety check here on the gondola line. So make sure you come over, warm up with a nice coffee or a little breakfast burrito, and get ready to shred up there today.
All right. Thank you very much, Sarah. If you're planning on heading out to shred today on your skis and your boards, check your equipment before you go, because, I mean, the DIN settings on your skis or just your boots itself, the shoestrings for lacing, the binding straps, things that could break or a screw could have fallen out. And at the base of all of the chairlifts, you'll find, at the top as well, a tools station to kind of tighten your gear down, everything that you might need, provided you don't carry tools with you out in the slopes. It's always good to check your equipment before you go. Let's check on a few other things. How about fresh produce grown on ranch properties right here in Edwards, but a location where you can shop for it? It is Knapp Harvest at 717 Sylvan Lake Road in Eagle. Ken Hovey has this topic for you. Let's check in.
As if you couldn't be any more excited about living in Western Eagle County and in Eagle, we now have Knapp Harvest. Joining me right now, Carrie Hogan with Knapp Harvest. I'm going to be honest, it's my first time being in here. This place is incredible.
Isn't this awesome?
So cool.
We have had such a welcome to from this neighborhood here. This is just what people were looking for. I mean, we opened this during COVID.
Well, tell us about it. I mean, I walk in, I feel healthier
just by breathing
stepping in the door.
So the concept is to support all of our Colorado local farmers, fruit producers, all of that kind of thing, milk, eggs, all of that. So we're kind of an indoor farmers market, open 7 days a week, all year round. So you're going to find...
I feel the vibe here.
Right? You see Avon Bakery, you see Vail Meats, you see Caleb's Catch. So we are celebrating all of our vendors here that make things local and sustainable and organic, and putting them all under the same roof. And it couldn't be more fun. We've got gifts. We've got, of course, our honey from Nectar. But, our produce, we do definitely look and source very carefully.
That's what I want to talk about today.
Oh, my God. Okay.
Vegetables.
There's so much to learn. So, with the citrus, the reason citrus in the wintertime comes to fruition is because nature knows you need all this vitamin C. We, especially right now, to keep healthy, really think about what you're putting in your body. So
where do
all
these
of
come
it
from?
Right over the side of Arizona, but they're small family, organic, and a lot of the produce and citrus have gone to non-organic. The other thing to keep you nice and healthy during the wintertime are our beautiful mushrooms that we're growing at Knapp Farm, up at Knapp Ranch.
Where is this?
So this is up at the top of Lake Creek in Edwards at 9,000 feet.
Okay.
So these come in fresh every week from Knapp Ranch. So this is what we're about celebrating. Osage Gardens is our organic herb farm. So we really love to have,
I know.
Yes.
Look at that tomato.
It's a tomato.
Let's just talk about the eating, though. I mean,
Yeah.
it's so important right now. I just turned 50.
Oh, my God.
I'm actually focusing on my health now, thinking
Good.
about the things I consume. And so oftentimes, you know, you'll have a vegetable and you'll look at it on the counter like 3 weeks later and it looks the same. And it's because they can add preservatives and things that aren't necessarily good for your body, whereas this, it's all natural.
You know, and the other thing you think about is when you're getting that stuff from the big grocery stores, they're coming from Chile, they're coming from all over the place. So they pick them green and they ripe them in transit, which is not the right way. And also you lose a lot of vitamins and minerals and all of that. Besides, we're a small community. We should be supporting each other.
You mentioned that you're open 7 days a week.
We
what
are.
are your hours?
So we are open Monday through Friday, and we're open 10 till 6, and then on Saturdays and Sundays, 10 till 4.
And what do you find are the most popular items?
All right, well, it's going to be our Second Nature organic meals to go. Salads, all sorts of things. So that's our number one, is that we really support the neighborhood by going, oh my God, thank God I can get a meal quick. And so then we also support them by, we have all sorts of really wonderful foods, like olive oil is one of the most adulterated foods in the world, and we make sure we source it correctly so you're not getting any of those additives. Same with honey. Honey is adulterated as well. And our Knapp's nectar takes care, our beekeeper sources to make sure that it's all 100% honey. We take care of 20 hives up and down this valley. Aren't I having fun?
I know. I want to see you in your beekeeper's
Oh,
outfit.
you should. Yeah, it's pretty
I want
funny.
everyone to stop by and see you all. It is so easy to find you, located right on Sylvan Lake Road.
Right here.
Pull right up front, pick things up, healthy eats on the go.
Absolutely.
Do all the shopping that you need for the week. Great to see you, Carrie.
Great to see you. We'll also do curbside. So call us if you're in any doubt about your health. We'll do it.
Easy enough. Just
there you
walk
go.
outside with a whole bunch of mushrooms.
And these are really good for you.
You're on your way. Stop by and see them down here at Knapp Harvest. Back to you.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. Experience it for yourself this winter. Get your lift tickets today.
Winter is coming, and you can enjoy every minute with Outside Plus, your membership to the outdoors. Whether you're exploring the backcountry or your local trails, Outside Plus has you covered. With expert advice on gear, product discounts, premium access to Outside TV and the Gaia GPS app, and inspiring content delivered from the most respected names in the outdoors. Become an Outside Plus member today to get free tickets and VIP access to this year's Warren Miller film. Join at warrenmiller.com/Outside Plus.
Vail Valley Live outerwear provided by Skea Limited.
Welcome back to Vail Valley Live, and thank you for watching us on Vail Valley Live on our YouTube, as well as on Outside Television. Breakfast time, a little bit of coffee, something to pair with it, maybe something like a little bit of nosh, Texas toast. I'm a cinnamon raisin toast kind of a person, but how about something new, like cauliflower toast? Tricia Swenson's going to show us how to make that.
We're going to cook up some avocado toast today. We have Christine Pierangeli with us. She's a certified master nutrition therapist. And this is pretty easy, only 3 ingredients, but it's whole foods. And that's what's so important in a healthy diet these days.
That's right. That's right. As a nutrition therapist, I'm always trying to get people to incorporate more whole foods, more complex carbohydrates, less refined carbohydrates, right? Because back to blood sugar balance, the more complex carbohydrates, fiber, healthy fats, and protein that we have in a recipe, the more even and stable our blood sugar is going to be.
And we're going to be happier throughout the day.
That's right.
Okay.
No hangries.
So no hangries here. Okay, so we've got some almond flour.
Almond flour, great source of all 3, fiber, healthy fats, and protein. So that's a great flour to use. And then an egg, lots of healthy fats, choline, good for the brain, and protein as well. And what we will add to that is some cauliflower rice that we've sauteed. Okay. And then I sauteed this in some avocado oil, a really great oil with a high smoking point. So take that off, combine it up.
And then we had a little bit of garlic, a little bit of salt and pepper.
A little bit of garlic, little salt and pepper, get a little bit of flavor, and use the amount that makes sense to you. You're the one spicing your food up, and use what you like. So really simple. Just have to combine these ingredients well. Gets a little pasty. That's completely fine.
Yeah, because you want it to bind together,
It's
so
gotta-
it
the
can.
egg is your binder,
So it can
so-
support the avocado and the
That's
toppings we'll
right.
be putting on after that.
That's right. So you get to decide how you want them to look. If aesthetics are important to you.
All right, so we had the oven at 350. We had these in there for 10 to 12 minutes. We flipped them over for another 10 to 12. We're ready to go with the avocado topping.
That's right. So to add more healthy fats and some more veggies, you can top these with a little bit of avocado.
And then we've got some fun veggies here, whether you want to do a little cucumber action.
You could even do hard-boiled eggs.
Oh yeah, great idea.
Some colorful tomatoes to make a great appetizer or dinner, snack.
Okay.
Anything in between.
All right, well, if you want to find out more about healthy eating, profound wellness, .fit, or check out the recipe in the Vail Daily.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Carrots Jewelers, creating heirlooms for over 50 years.
All right, looking forward to a day in the sun, and you're wondering when that's going to happen? How about today? And what time are you planning on getting your day started? You're on vacation, right? Urgency, that's not what it's about. It's about relaxing, taking in the view. You've got an appointment for the spa. You're waiting for the people to bring your rental gear. Yeah, so turn the TV on, watch this show, and we'll get you all pumped up for the day, especially once it warms up out there. And that's what we're going to find in the sun today, warmer temperatures, the lower 40s right there, as you can see over at Vail. And then tonight, clear skies, you're going to find that in the single digits in fields, keeping sunshine around as we wrap up January, today, tomorrow, rolling into February. That's Tuesday. And then you have shows, doing it all over again. Wednesday, the snow starts to roll back into our region, our Tuesday, Wednesday. A little bit of fog first. A dip in the temperature. You're going to find that drastically come Wednesday, especially the overnight temperature feels. And then keeping that around, increasing chances for snow our Wednesday, Thursday-ish. Yeah, I'm hoping for the best. It's been a really good season terrain-wise, snow-wise out there, and definitely evident all along the roadways and around town and in the neighborhoods and on the parking lots. Yeah, it's just welcome. It's a beautiful place. It's a fun place to be right now. Speaking of fun places to be, there's Vail, there's Beaver Creek, options to choose from, and for the length of time that you're here with us, get one day in over here, get another day in over there. Yeah, don't miss out on experiencing it all, because we want you to come back and kind of have a fresh start and see it all over again. And when you return to Vail and Beaver Creek, how much do you remember from the last trip? I'm trying to have a little fun with you to play into the future here. Let's go to Beaver Creek first. Check in with Cameron. He was sharing with us how to do some shopping and how to layer up. And now it looks like you're by the Chairlift Gondola Centennial Express number 6. And some people are behind you there.
I've made my way up towards the hill here, and just next to Chairlift number 6, Centennial Express, and I have found a very popular spot to be at the moment, and that is here at the fireplace. Got a good group of folks just hanging out here, getting warm, and I wanted to share something that Ty, you and I talked about a couple weeks ago, and that's kind of a way that you can keep yourself warm when you're in the lift line, when you're up waiting for your friends in the lift line. If you're my friends, you're always waiting for me. But when you're not next to the fireplace, and I'm going to do a quick little demonstration, doing all of the full body shots today. But the idea is to get the blood moving, especially into your fingers, if you don't have mittens on especially. But you're going to take your arms, you're going to fully extend them. See, my arms are very fully straight. Take them out 30 degrees away from your sides, and then just bounce the shoulders. Bounce the shoulders. You just do it, 10 times, 15 times, check it out, and you can say I had some friends joining in a second ago as well, and you can do the same, just like get some nice light bounces in the knees, but just get the blood moving. Your extremities are what's going to feel it the most, and one thing to be really cautious and aware of is when you stop feeling your outer extremities, so your fingers and toes, really be careful. It might be time to step away, especially if you're up and you're not running in the sun today. It is quite cold, especially if you go up in elevation. So you start to lose sensation. Your boots might be too tight. maybe take it back a minute, come back to the base, into the village, step into perhaps Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea, and warm up. You don't want to play any games with frostbite. But yeah, so all of that to say, there are ways that you can keep warm when you're not by the fireplace, and that's a quick little tip that Ty, you shared with me a couple weeks, and I'm wanting to share with the viewers today.
I guess what you're saying is you've tried it out and it actually works. You could feel it.
It
So what is the
has, yeah,
sensation when you're popping your shoulders? What are you feeling when you pop your shoulders to make the blood move into your fingers?
I mean, I can feel the shock wave is going down.
There it is.
I feel like the blood just moving throughout my body, and it's also just, if you're just standing there, perhaps you're leaning on your ski poles, or you're just standing there, chatting with friends, you're maybe not moving around as much as you would be once you're on the slopes coming down the hill. So just getting a little bit of extra movement, keep the blood moving. Always good to keep your core temperature up.
All right, looking around you, seeing some people layered up out there to be warm for the start of the morning. The sun's not hitting where you are exactly there just yet. But any crazy costumes out there? Because that's what we love to see. Or maybe just some weird, loud, attire. Because this is the time of year that we start to see the stees, the fashion change from beginning of winter stees to, you looking for it? That's okay.
I see. I mean, there's some neon. Just over my shoulder, there's a little bit of neon. Nothing too wild. I haven't seen, and what I'm really looking for is the folks that have the spikes. You see them on the little kids who are in the Bevo or Devo programs. They have the fun helmets with the foam spikes out the top. I actually kind of want one because maybe it's like an added safety layer, but haven't seen that yet today.
All right, maybe you have to just get into an art class and make one for yourself. I like seeing the sumo wrestler costumes out there. Those are fun. The runaway brides out there. All right, thank you very much, Cameron. We're going to check in with Sarah over at Vail. Look at the crowds. There's got to be at least one crazy costume, a unicorn or something out there.
I haven't seen a unicorn. I'm ready to see the T-Rex. Last year on closing day, I saw a T-Rex skiing down. That was the best costume I've seen for a while, but like you said, a lot of bright colors. I'm staying warm in my ski jacket here with some layers. Folks are lining up, opening bell just a few minutes away. I like the shoulder move, Cameron, but I'm partial to the lunges. You got to warm up, do a little lunge action, get the quads going to stay warm on this chilly day. But you can see the sun just coming over the ridge behind me. It's going to be an absolutely gorgeous day here in Vail. Gotta love the bright colors. Keeps you extra warm, even when it's 0 degrees, 5 degrees. We've got the bright colors, gives you a little extra warmth.
And you both are you're right about things as far as layering up. That's good, and the bright colors to be seen out on the mountain, or the crazy costume, because if you're in class lessons or with your family, those little extra things that you do helps the identifier in your group know that, well, then there they go. They went that way. The kids, let's wait for them. That's us with the spiked helmet or that neon color or that bright pink or the T-Rex or whatever that whole thing is looking the looks out on the mountain. And plenty of terrain out on the mountain, both Vail and Beaver Creek as well. And Sarah, over at Beaver Creek, McCoy Park, have you been in there? And what should people expect over there?
I took some laps in McCoy on Friday, and it was so nice. I didn't really know what to expect. I've heard a lot about it, but I went up, took some lunch laps, and it's so nice and open. It's really a choose-your-own adventure. They've got some nice rollers. They've got some gladed spots through the trees, and it's just a fun way. I went up with some people that are all levels. We had a group, some beginners, some intermediate, some people that were really charging, hucking some jumps, and it was great for all abilities, all levels, and then you meet at the lift and ride up and do another round. So I recommend it. It's just such a nice open part of the terrain, 250 new acres over there.
We thank you very much, both of you, for your reporting at Vail and Beaver Creek. That is Sarah, that is Cameron. And one of the many points that even Sarah pointed out is the assessing your ability before you approach the mountain. And as we always share with you, to kind of check out the mountain, to know the terrain itself before you go. But otherwise, we'll catch you here tomorrow morning, 7:30 a.m., Vail Valley Live. We thank you for watching this morning. We'll see you.